Reuters.
Finance ministers and central bankers from the world's major economies will convene in Washington at a time when global financial markets are still searching for a bottom and fears of a global recession are growing. The IMF is calling for more coordinated efforts, a sentiment shared by many investors. Some say policymakers are running out of options. David John of the Heritage Foundation.
Policymakers have made most of the changes that should affect the situation. Liquidity has been pumped into the markets, capital has been restored, there's an effort to take some of the toxic assets out of the marketplace.
South Korea and Taiwan cut interest rates on Thursday following the coordinated cuts on Wednesday by major central banks, including the U.S. Federal Reserve. In addition, major economies have rescued banks, injected massive amounts of liquidity into markets, agreed to take toxic debt off the books of financial institutions, and slashed interest rates.
Well, I think that fundamentally what is left in whole is pretty sound. I mean, there are individual weaknesses. There are going to be individual financial institutions that have to either fail or be taken over.
The current financial system essentially dates back to the 1940s in the wake of World War II, when the Bretton Woods Conference established international rules for banking and commerce. Clyde Prestowitz of the Economic Strategy Institute says that system needs to be changed.
Well, I think it's a pretty serious reconstruction job here. And what I think has to be done is a resetting of currencies to deal with these huge imbalances.
The G7 meets in Washington Friday with a chance to take concerted action. Deborah Luderbeck, Reuters.